And I'm live again. Hello, good evening, afternoon, wherever in the world you're watching. Welcome to another live stream of building the UCS AT-ST. This is how far I got in my first stream, just the legs, really. And that's where I figured that was a good point to end it. So I'm going to continue today. Not sure how long I'm going to continue for. I am probably not going to finish the build today. There will be another stream at least to finish it. One moment. Yeah, excuse me. That snuck up on me. Anyway, let's continue to build. Bag number 7 out of 14. I think it's 14. Not 100% sure. All right. As there are not a lot of viewers just yet, I'm going to put on the TV show I've been watching. It's called Welcome to Wrexham. People might have heard about it. If you haven't, I would recommend it. Oh, hi, Greg. How are you doing today? Once again, figure out how to build Legos and have your headphones here as well. Yeah, I'm doing okay as well. I've had a fairly active day. Fairly active weekend. Did a bunch of things. Like I cleaned the apartment. Was disappointed by some football. What else is new? Also, I watched the movie yesterday. 28 weeks later. I did not care for it. I did not care for it one bit. But it's once again to eventually get to watch 28 years later, and then the new one, The Bone Temple, which is again getting good reviews. The thing is that I watched the first one and I was interested in the concept. I was like, okay, this is actually like, usually I'm not really into zombie movies, zombie things, but this wasn't as zombie-esque as some other things that I've seen. So I was okay with the first one. It did have some very big issues in terms of the fact that it had no budget, really, like a shoestring budget. But the story was decent. But yeah, with the second one, it very much felt like they just made a movie, another movie for the sake of it. It didn't really offer too much. So yeah, again, just didn't care too much about it. Oh, but I'm interested to see 28 years later, whenever I get to that. Oh, come on. Why can I not find the piece? Your movie starts when you see Scream 7? What exactly do you mean? I don't follow. So I'm working on the back here. It's not very visible, I will say, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, oh, come on. Headphones. What are we adding? Jeez. Is it just me, or did the instruction manuals get lazy? Because I remember there are certain instruction manuals that I have that have like a tiny red outline with the pieces that you need to place. And this one doesn't have that. And especially on a set where it's mostly gray, it's very difficult to figure out where the hell you need to place the pieces sometimes. Oh, movie season. All right. Yeah, my movie season hasn't started. I have literally, on Letterboxd, logged 2 movies this year. One was Top Gun Maverick, and the other one was 28 Weeks Later. I have not watched a single other movie this year. I've been watching a lot of TV shows, to be fair. Of course, I'm doing my review series for The Mandalorian, so I've been watching that. I did a complete rewatch of Andor. I'm currently working on Welcome to Wrexham. So I'm watching mostly TV shows, which you can't really log in Letterboxd, which is a shame because I think it would be cool if you were able to log either episodes or seasons of TV shows on Letterboxd. But when is a movie going to come out that I want to see? Um, that's so funny. I had hey, M.A. Bricks World Official. Is that it? I mean, I'm very much looking forward to the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, unlike some other people in apparently the Star Wars community. Um, though it's not my most anticipated Star Wars project of the year. Because I'm honestly not sure between the two which I'm more excited for. If it's Ahsoka season 2 or Maul Shadow Lord. I think it might actually be Maul Shadow Lord, simply because it's a return to animation and animated Maul. Anyway, coming soon. What are we gonna get? What am I looking forward to? Well, nothing. Honestly, nothing in January. Also, not really anything in February. Oh God, I'm already at April. Okay, no, God. Why is the first movie that I look forward to this year, The Mandalorian and Grogu? It's coming out in May. What is coming out in the meantime? Can something come out in the meantime? Not that I mind too much. I actually quit my movie movie pass that I had, which allowed me to see movies essentially for free. But like, I would have to pay a fee for that, and like I would pay 20 something euros a month to see any movie that I wanted, and I used to use that a lot, but I don't really do that anymore. So there's that. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, the very first movie that I'm going to go to this year will be, by the way, it will be in IMAX. I'm going to go to IMAX. I might actually go to Amsterdam for this because I do wonder what the biggest IMAX theater in the Netherlands is, but I think it's Amsterdam. I've been there once for Avengers Endgame. It was pretty huge. But I would essentially just go there in full Thrawn cosplay. which is going to be quite a commitment in terms of like getting there with like makeup and everything. But I do want to do that. I have not actually um, made a debut with my cosplay. What the hell is this? Do I have it here? Yeah, I do have it here. Interesting. Um, but anyway, for anyone who's interested in hearing what I think of The Mandalorian now, because I will say, pretty much every single episode of The Mandalorian that I've done a review for, I've either liked less than the previous time or pretty much the same. There are not a lot of episodes that I actually liked more than when I initially viewed it. And I just finished season 2. I'm gonna get into the Book of Boba Fett next. I am not looking forward to that. I really am not. I've seen the Book of Boba Fett in its entirety twice. I've seen episodes 5 and 6 a bunch of times because they're actually like great episodes, and they're not even like episodes 5 and 6 of the Book of Boba Fett are not even like Book of Boba Fett episodes. They're Mandalorian episodes. So like they cheated with that. Honestly, it's like I want to be able to show this, but I can't really show it because it's like extremely awkward to do that. All right. Oh, sticker element. No, come on. Damn it. uh, that's a good question. I honestly love the livery. I think it looks beautiful. I really like the different kind of blue compared to the previous seasons, because in the previous seasons I feel that the blue was a bit too dark, and I really like the fact that this is essentially a bit of a combination between a darker and a more normal blue color. But I do think the livery works really well. It looks really good, and the V carp as well. I like the fact with V Carp they're sticking with that white livery, the white bull essentially, because I think it looks really good. Like I was honestly a big fan of the special white livery that Red Bull had in a couple of races in the past couple of years. So I'm happy that like they're putting it on the V Carp so that they still. Oh, this is funny. This is a paintbrush element, and they're using it for detailing on the AT-ST. That's cute. Um, oh, and I did this one. But yeah, I honestly really like the new livery. Um, I will say though, I absolutely hate the shirt from Red Bull, because that is a massive difference from previous years, and I don't like the way it looks. Like when I saw Max in that shirt, I'm like, oh, is Max back at Racing Bulls or V Corp or Toro Rosso, however you want to call it? Like, it looked terrible. But the big question is it a good car? Hi, Non Jaj. I do not have the Clone Wars MTT. No, I do not. I have that. I hope to get the battle pack for your birthday. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I don't have the MTT mainly because I think it's extremely overpriced. This is something that I've been talking about in previous streams as well. Big reason for me to get certain sets is if I think they're fairly priced. Or in this case, this particular set I got for my birthday. But yeah, I think actually all of the like medium-sized sets that we have gotten as of late from Star Wars, which includes the MTT, the Juggernaut, the ATTE, all of those sets have been extremely overpriced. Like by some of them by at least 50 euros, where I'm just like, what in the fuck does Lego expect of us to pay for these things? Um, and yeah, as I said, this is a rant I've gone on to. Oh, I am going to talk about this. I'm going to make a video next week. I'm breaking up my pattern of doing Mandalorian reviews. I'm going to actually talk about the fact that I might actually never buy Lego Star Wars again. And this is based off of the stupid announcement that they had with the smart bricks. Like, Lego pricing is getting pretty insane, especially when it comes to Star Wars, which sucks because Star Wars is my favorite fucking franchise. It's my favorite brand that I would buy Lego from, and it's getting ridiculously overpriced to the point where I'm like, I don't even want to buy these sets anymore. But yeah, new video about that next week. Look out for it on Saturday the 24th. It would be, oh shit. This Sean. The thing is, I'm actually yet to get the U-Wing, but I also thought the U-Wing was overpriced, and I'm essentially just waiting for the U-Wing to get cheaper at some point. Because, like, I have a nice collection of fighters. Like, I have the TIE Interceptor, the TIE Bomber. I have a First Order TIE Fighter. I have Kylo Ren's TIE Last Jedi. I have Poe Dameron's X-Wing. I have a Y-Wing. I have the UCS A-Wing right behind me. But yeah, I'm essentially missing a U-Wing and a B-Wing. We haven't gotten a B-Wing in a very long time, by the way. And I really want Star Wars to make another B-Wing. However, I don't want it to be overpriced, because it could very well be overpriced considering Lego Star Wars pricing these days. So we'll see. All right, so I will say it's more difficult trying to like angle this towards you guys as you can see it. I have a feeling Smart Brick will last one wave and then die due to poor sales. I really hope so. I sincerely hope so. Okay, I definitely missed something here. Oh man, where did I miss it? What am I missing anyway? Oh, this sucks. These are like pretty big pieces. Okay, this would be backup, but this, I haven't used this at all during this bag. What the hell? Okay, no. 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 I've gotten so like distracted during one of these steps that I didn't see that I needed to put this one on. Like, this could potentially be a backup piece, but I kind of doubt it because it's kind of big. We'll see. No. Nothing yet. That's that one. I use that. No. Look at how gigantic this piece is. This is a backup piece. Apparently, this was a piece in this bag that is going to be used as backup. Cool, I suppose. That's ridiculous. That's the biggest backup piece that I've ever seen. And it wasn't even a piece that I needed to use during any of the steps. That is nuts. All right. Bag number 8. Come on. All right, cool. But in regards to like big, beautiful display sets, in the last couple of years, I think the best sets have actually come from Lord of the Rings. I have one behind me. I'll quickly show it. Barad-dûr. That set has over 5,000 pieces, and I bought it for like 450 euros. It has a light brick in the top to make the eye light up. It has a bunch of minifigures. It's a phenomenal set. It's beautiful, big set. So, in addition to that, I also have Rivendell, which, by the way, you can see the entire build for that on my channel. Rivendell is officially my absolute favorite set that I've ever built from LEGO. And apparently, and Rivendell has over 6,000 pieces, a whole bunch of minifigures as well, cost 500 euros. Also, great price. This year, apparently, we're getting a Minas Tirith with 8,000 pieces for, again, like 600 euros. And I'm like, great pricing. Seems like we're getting a good selection of minifigures with it as well. Lord of the Rings is just killing it. So I'm just happy to be a Lord of the Rings fan as well, because I'm just getting all these sets. But yeah, in terms of LEGO Star Wars, again, I'll have a video come out about it next week, but I'm starting to doubt if I really want to ever buy a LEGO Star Wars set again at this point. You started to rewatch all the Friday the 13th movies. Why would you do that to yourself? No, I do not have the Shire because that one was overpriced. That was an issue that I had with it. Like, why is the Shire so expensive? And like Barad-dûr, fair price, actually really good price for the amount of pieces for the set that you get. Same with Rivendell, same with the apparently coming out Minas Tirith this year. But then you have the Shire / Bag End, massively overpriced. Like LEGO, fucking hell. But then I just simply don't get it. Like pretty much everyone that I've seen online is absolutely raving about Rivendell and Barad-dûr, like two absolutely peak sets. And the funny thing is, that like both Barad-dûr and Rivendell trump any other set that I've ever built. That includes my favorite Star Wars set, the Star Destroyer, or the Venator, or the Titanic. Awesome sets. But the Lord of the Rings sets, I just have so much fun with. But why would you rewatch all of the Friday the 13th movies? Most of them are shit. And pretty much all of them are the same, by the way. It's always the same movie. They go to, like, a bunch of teenagers go to Camp Crystal Lake. By the way, with the exception of the first one, because there is his mother. But in every other movie, Jason kills most of them, except for the final girl. And by the way, I will say, funnily enough, the one exception to the rule is when they go to Manhattan. But that one also is not a very good one. So there's that. Balrog, Gandalf. Oh. I didn't get the Book Nook, but that's more so because I don't really need one. I did think it looked cool. And it was fairly priced. I just didn't get it. But I did specifically state the bigger, like the big, beautiful display sets, in regards to Barad-dûr and Rivendell. I wasn't necessarily talking about the smaller sets like the Shire and the Book Nook. Thing is, it also just depends what you're looking for. I am specifically looking for very big display sets. That's why I have the Titanic. That's why I have the Star Destroyer. That's why I have a lot of these really big sets, because I love them. And like, you only get those kind of sets every once in a while that you really wanted. So it's like you can save up money for it. There's dust on here. Like with the Venator, I just waited a couple of years and then I was like, okay, now I have enough money to buy it. So cool. Oh, and also I just realized my top 3 favorite Lego sets are in Star Wars. My number 1 is Rivendell, my number 2 is Barad-dûr, and my number 3 is the Home Alone house. Apologies for the sirens in the background. But yeah, the Home Alone house, also peak Lego. And with the Home Alone house, you get almost 4,000 pieces for 300 euros. Excellent price. My favorite horror franchise? Probably Alien. Because outside of Alien 3 and Resurrection, and I'm not going to count the AVP movies, I've liked every single one of them. Liked/loved. Which, by the way, is funny coming from a Star Wars fan. Considering, I honestly, I love the story of Ridley Scott, where he admitted that he was working on a movie back in the 70s, and then he saw Star Wars in the theaters, and he was he got depressed. He was like, this movie is too fucking amazing for anything to ever matter ever again. But you know what? I'm gonna just make a movie. And he made Alien based on Star Wars. Based on the fact that he thought Star Wars was so awesome, he wanted to make it. He wanted to make something himself. So that was great. So yeah, makes sense that Alien is my favorite horror franchise. And I really love Romulus. Outside of one massive element, but other than that, I really like Romulus. What's next after Minas Tirith? Good question. As of right now, by the way, we don't have Minas Tirith yet. It is rumored that we're gonna have Minas Tirith this year, but we'll see. But after Minas Tirith, what could they do? In terms of a Lord of the Rings, yeah, I mean, the thing is, Dol Guldur is more from The Hobbit rather than Lord of the Rings. Like, the thing though is, unfortunately, Osgiliath is not exactly the type of location that you would want to make into a Lego set, unless you go for the way that Osgiliath looks in a different age. But in terms of the movies, which is what they're basing most of the sets on, which makes sense, because yeah, the original Lord of the Rings trilogy is the one that everyone goes to. Like, already with The Hobbit, you're losing a lot of people. And if you are to include certain things from the Rings of Power, then you really turn people off, even though I like Rings of Power quite a bit. But yeah, in terms of locations in Lord of the Rings, good question. Wait a moment. The answer is simple. Why don't we have either an Edoras or Helm's Deep? Like a giant Helm's Deep set. Wouldn't that be cool? It's like one of the most iconic locations of the entire franchise. It's the reason that people love Two Towers so much, even though, my personal opinion, Two Towers is my least favorite. But I can't deny that the entire bit at Helm's Deep is fucking awesome. Yeah. No. Okay. Okay. Cool. I was talking about Formula One, yes. Like, I was asked about what I thought about the new Red Bull livery, which I really like. I'm glad that they switched up the formula a little bit. And I really like the blue, the specific blue color that they have on this car. I've been a Formula One fan since Hamilton joined the sport. That's almost 20 years at this point. If you are interested in Formula One content, I have two videos on the channel that I actually released very quickly after one another. I went to the Austrian Grand Prix this past year, and I have a review for the F1 movie, which I did not like. But if you're interested to see that, look them up. Come on. There we go. Uh, Again, I don't really buy small sets, so I don't much care for the speed champions. The small sets. What the hell kind of? What are these backup pieces? They're okay. Back number 9. Disney Plus. What the fuck are you doing? Alright, so now we're moving on to the head. So, legs on the side. There you go. Wait, no. I cannot skip the intro? Come on, Disney Plus, what is this? The AT-ST does appear for all of 2 seconds in Empire Strikes Back, even though it looks very different from this one. Like, the design of it is slightly different, but then they adjusted that for Jedi, so it has this very iconic look, which is this one. It's also such a weird little moment, actually, looking back at it in The Empire Strikes Back. Like, why would they randomly include one of these walkers when there are like 5 AT-ATs? Like, can't the AT-ATs just take care of the situation? Why do we have to have a different one? Yeah. Oh, like number 10. No, you're very correct. There is an AT-AT on Endor. It's specifically in the scene where Luke meets Vader, because Luke is being brought in on an AT-AT, like the at the platform where Vader's shuttle lands. So, yeah, there's one AT-AT for all of 2 seconds in Return of the Jedi, and there's an AT-ST for all of 2 seconds in Empire Strikes Back. Greg, you've asked this question before, and my answer is the same as back then. Oh no, it's actually slightly different. Back then, my question was, "What is 007 First Light?" Then, after figuring out what it was, my answer was, "I don't really play video games." That's the same thing now. I don't really play video games. Well, the AT-AT is way too big for Andor. Like it's just clumsy considering the trees. But it's in the name. Like AT in both cases stands for all terrain. So it should be able to fit every single possible terrain, even if it's trees. Though with an AT-AT, like it probably would just waltz over the trees and smash them down. But still, it should be able to just get through any kind of terrain without issue, hence the all terrain. Now, the difference is the second part, which is armor transport versus scout transport. Yeah, like this one is way smaller. I am curious, like what I'm definitely gonna do for the final live stream that I do for this one is I'm gonna get my UCS AT-AT out and see how big they are in comparison. Because the UCS AT-AT is minifigure scale. This isn't. This one is too big. I'm just curious how they stack up. Also, I think I'm gonna call it after this bag. Because I don't have a lot of bags left and I need something to be left for like a finale, which might just be next week. Probably the same day, probably the same time on Sunday. Also, I want to say thank you for the people who have tuned in. Thank you for commenting. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a like on the video. Like it takes you 2 seconds. It helps me out. And in addition to that, if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to see more of this type of content, I do this type of content. So hit subscribe. All right. Have I ever had a near-death experience? Jeez. I'm not sure if that's necessarily funny. I think for someone who's had one, that is like a traumatic experience. No, I haven't really. Unless you call dying from rowing too hard, which by the way, there are times that I like if I have a very intense rowing session and I push to my limit, at the end I'm like completely exhausted and it feels like dying. But I mean that it's kind of the point, right? It's kind of the point to just push until you're dead. But no, not in the way that you're asking. Oh shit. Come on. My mom bought me. Said again, it was a birthday gift. Indeed, very nice of her. All right, that's all I'm going to be doing today. Um, Maybe not as long as the live stream as maybe some people were expecting, but again, I don't want to finish it right now. I'm actually to make some dinner for myself, and it's already late. It's like after 9 p.m. So yeah, this is like the cockpit area that I've been building so far, and well, I just finished some of the detailing on the legs. So that is where I'm at, and I'm pretty sure goes like there. So I'll just place it up there for the moment for the idea of it. But that is it. So again, thank you for the people who tuned in today. I saw a couple of people in the chat, so that was cool. Please leave a like on the video if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel for more of this kind of content. I might be next. Jeez, speak. I might be back next Sunday, same time, for the final stream. That will be because I'm pretty sure I can finish the last little bit. It's only like 3 or 4 more bags, so that's not a whole lot left. So stay tuned for that next week. And yeah, next Saturday, I'm going to do a special video specifically about the current state of LEGO and LEGO Star Wars. Because, well, we recently had a certain announcement about a certain thing in LEGO Star Wars, which a lot of the fan base is not happy with. And I definitely have some thoughts on it. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, until my next video, may the force be with you.